He had cognizant work experience from February 1976 to November 1978. He worked in River State School Management Board, Port Harcourt as an accounts clerk in the cash office and clerk in the service section rather. He finally got to the echelon, which is the peak of his career in the budget department in March 2007, when he was appointed the substantive bursar of the University of Port Harcourt. He successfully completed his 5-year tenure as a bursar from March 2007 to March 2012. The standards he set in the budget department still speak for him. As a bursar in the University of Port Harcourt, he proceeded to Ignatius Ajuru Rural State University of Education as bursar on sabbatical leave from February 2013 to January 2014. There, he assisted the bursar in supervising the payroll, pension, positions he held until his retirement. He also held positions in the board of directors of the UNC Microfinance Bank PLC. He was the de facto chairman at the time because the real chairman, who was an external council member, was most times not available. He became the chairman of the bank's finance and general purpose and audit committees. Set good example. Papers presented at conferences and workshops, awards, position and responsibility. Though a non-academic staff of the University of Port Harcourt, he was presented several papers at conferences and workshops which for want of space will not be enumerated here. He also received several accolades and awards from different organizations and institutions. His leadership prowess dated from his primary school days at the General Monitor House, perfect in secondary school, one of the engineering students and secretary of the editorial board of the Student Accountant magazine. In the University of Port Harcourt, because the positions earlier mentioned, he was chairman of several committees, too numerous to mention here. His Christian life. Evangelist Amachree was a Christian whose Christian life was not hidden to all that their paths crossed. He was never ashamed of his identity as a born-again child of God. He once worshipped at the Baptist Church in Joba, after which he was led to worship with his wife at the Chapel of Redemption, River State University of Science and Technology. There, he was ordained a deacon and later an evangelist in 1997 and 1999, respectively. Here in the Chapel of Redemption, he held several leadership positions, living on campus in Uniport and worshipping at the Chapel of Redemption, Arians Utility. Distance became an issue, hence the family joined the Redeemed Christian Church of God in 2008 to Life Sanctuary Parish in Port. He was ordained as an altar minister and at the time assisted the parish pastor from 2015 to 2018. He also held several leadership positions in different arms and committees of the church. Still in RCCG, he was with the Queensland Mega Parish at Eagle Island before his demise. Evangelist Amachree was a lifetime member of the Full Gospel Businessmen's Fellowship International. He was the vice president and the president of the Newport chapter from 2008 to 2012 and 2012 to 2017 respectively. He subsequently became a field representative in charge of 4 chapters from January 2018 until his demise. At the district level, he was the district internal auditor until his demise. On Tuesday, 1st of April, he worked for hours at the district office before going to the hospital on Wednesday the 2nd, from where he never returned home. He was also a dedicated member of the Monday prayer group in the University of Port Harcourt, a prayer group that meets every Monday to pray for the affairs of the university. Even as a principal officer of the university, he was a committed member of this group. His love for and dedication to God, commitment to Christian activities was what emulates him, which can be attested by all that knew him in and outside the church. His marriage life. He married his archer, Dr. Gif Ugwe Romani Age. They were married for 31 years before his demise. He was one in a million husband that loved his wife and ensured that the wife advanced in every ramification of life. He also loved his children and wanted the best in life for each of them according to his ability. One virtue the wife and the children knew for was his storytelling. During family devotions, meetings, and all time, he will always have one story or the other to tell. Some about his life experiences. In all his stories, there were valuable lessons to learn. He always encouraged his children to work hard as there is always a God and a man factor in everyone's life. Service to humanity, the Akima Committee. The love he had for his people was unprecedented. He would often sacrifice personal resources to meet community needs. He selflessly served his people in different capacities. From 1996 to 2001, he was a member of the Akinoma Community Development Committee, CDC, Port Harcourt representative and Akinoma representative in OMPA DEC, which is now NDDC, NAOC, and SPDC. He was chairman Akima Peace and Reconciliation Committee from 2008 to 2018. He was a member of the Elder West Local Government Area Peace and Reconciliation Committees from 2005 to 2009. Due to his honest lifestyle of integrity, in 2011, he was coronated as a titled chief in the one of Akima. This means man of integrity, one of Akima. In 2016, he became a Rivers State Gazette of Justice, Justice of Peace, JP. Due to his antecedents, his people approached him to be their paramount ruler. After constitutional procedural activities, he became the paramount ruler 18th of Akima in 2021, a position he held until his demise. As paramount ruler of Akima, his watchword was that Akima is for Jesus and a mission field to the family. He, alongside the Ministers Forum, which is ministers from every Bible-believing church in Akima, instituted monthly prayers to pray for the community twice in a year crusade. Evangelist Amachree was, until his demise, a member of the board of trustees, management and advisory committees of the Rivers One Coast Communities Development Trust. Besides being a member, he was signatory to the trust account. The other members who worked with him attest to the fact that he was an epitome of royalty, intelligent, jovial, kind, and a team player. His death. Death is an inevitable end, but no one saw it coming. He asked the wife about the number 7, which means perfection. He further asked if 0 is added to 7, what would it become? The answer was 70. He was sick and admitted to the hospital on Wednesday, the 2nd of April. On Friday, 4th of April, he turned 70, which the wife and his relatives marked for him in the hospital. On Monday, 7th of April, he passed on. Meanwhile, he had planned to reach out to 7 pastors and 3 homes in addition to going to Akima at the weekend of his birthday to win 70 souls. God is still faithful. Ecclesiastes 7 verse 1. The good name is better than wealth. Evangelist Amachree was a good man and had a good name. He is no more, but his legacy is live on. He is survived by Dr. Give Ugwe Roman, his wife, Mr. Swayze Mark Roman, his son, Mrs. Egle Esther Franklin, firstborn, his daughter, Dr. Mitovaya Fitz Roman, his daughter, Miss Mivon Glory Roman, his daughter, Mr. Eke Uniso Samuel Roman, his son, Mr. Uniso Dwenia Penny Opoma Roman, his son, Mr. Franklin Nengi, firstborn, his son-in-law, Mrs. Gladys Selekuma Jonathan, his foster daughter, Mrs. Ovioniso Victor Amachree, foster daughter, Mr. Inimazi Stephen Frank, foster son, Mr. Selekuma Tonye Jonathan, foster son-in-law, Mr. Victor Chigozie Amachree, foster son-in-law, Tamno Nimi Isabel Franklin, firstborn, granddaughter, Aibaye Jonathan, foster granddaughter, Nobu Jonathan, foster grandson, Mrs. Mata Obute, sister, and Madam Felicia Roman, sister, and a host of relatives too numerous to mention. Adio, our hero, he is no more, but his legacies live on.
God bless you. Can we give him a round of applause for that? Are we together here? I say, can we clap for Samuel Roman? He advancing in this funeral service, and we like to take the next item on the program, and that is a family presentation. We like the member of the family to begin to march to the podium while the Royal Mail and Reef Harmonious Choir they get ready. They'll be coming up immediately after the family presentation, after which we are going to be receiving the administration of Akinima Combined Mass Choir. They'll be presenting us with the native voice in Ngene way. You should be ready to celebrate God on behalf, in honor of our late Highness. So the family presentation is coming up now. Then the Royal Mail and Reef Harmonious Choir will be taking us up